What's going down, everybody? It's your boy, Colorado Marley. Tune back in for another one of them reactions. This time we got an interesting one. We got Lil Mabu with the video or a response. I don't know, what do you call this? Just a upload, I guess, just explaining why he has been gone. I don't know if y'all know who Lil Mabu is, but if you were on TikTok, Instagram, any social media for that matter, you've probably seen this kid pop up on your feed. I promise you have. I promise. There's no way you haven't. He took like a 6ix9ine approach or blueprint. Let's just say he took 6ix9ine's blueprint and was like, all this stuff that didn't work for 6ix9ine, throw it away. Okay, but we got this skeleton. And then he said all the stereotype things that people are going to think about me, take that and insert in all those areas that we just, remove that other stuff. And yeah, now we have a gangster preppy, rich kid that, is drill music running, spinning blocks, and it's nuts, bro. Anyways, let's just get into this right here. Let's see why he's been gone, because I'm actually low-key kind of curious, because he was like the hottest thing for like 2 weeks and then fell off the face of the earth or something. Like, it was nuts. But yeah, let's see what happened. Curious. He's got to be in college, right? This looks like a little college dorm room situation, and it's dirty, like a college dorm room situation.
Hey guys, I know it's been a while. I just wanted to get on here and open up about my life the last couple months. As soon as I went to prom and I graduated high school, I finally had a moment to reflect on my evolution as an artist and my personal life and the sacrifices I've made to get to this point at a young age. And
fair enough.
I was fresh out of high school with a song on Billboard.
You know what? That's legit right there, though, because being young and finding a whole lot of success, we've seen how that could turn out for a lot of these young, successful individuals, and sometimes those stories don't have great endings. So the fact that he was taking some time to reflect and make sure that the trajectory of his life was going the right way, I respect that.
Artists I look up to start becoming my friends, gaining notoriety. Cool. But at what cost?
At what cost?
I wasn't spending time with my family. I neglected meaningful friendships. I lost valuable moments of my childhood that I can't get back. And I spent almost all my time focusing on music and education. No personal relationships. And I decided at the beginning of the summer to find some balance. So I hung out with my friends.
You know what? I gotta just give pay my respects as far as like the fact that's not an easy thing to do for an adult, let alone a young adult. You know what I'm saying? Or even a child still at this point. Like being 18 or 19 doesn't necessarily mean that you're a young adult or an adult. The adult word should really, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's just take that out the equation, because at that age, you're still transitioning out of that like very childish mentality, you know what I'm saying? The very selfish, childish mentality. And some people never make that full transition, you know what I mean? So, but that's crazy to think that he's having these like revelations of like, dang, I've lost a lot of things that like I can't get back. Granted, you will have to make a lot of sacrifices to get to certain things in life, and sometimes those sacrifices will be things that you may look back on and be like, dang, I missed out, or I wish I could have had that, because I now look at what I can't cherish, you know what I'm saying, in that relationship or whatever. Like, there's a lot of things that come with being successful, unfortunately, you know what I'm saying? So it's a double-edged sword, bro. It's a double-edged sword. Sometimes you have to take, not even sometimes, all the time, you gotta take the good with the bad. And you do your best to balance, but there's always going to be good and bad. You know what I'm saying? There's always going to be sacrifices that are going to be had to be made.
All my buddies go off in different directions, and I spent a lot of time with my pops, my mom, my sister, and I got some rest. But I'm back. Mom was feeling great, but I've recognized that everything comes at a cost.
Facts.
And
I just said it.
In life, you need to decide what you're willing to trade for what. And, over the summer, I've gotten some crazy offers and deals I could have entered into, but I told them, guess what? I'm going to college. And they looked at me like I was crazy. They like, Mabu, do you understand? Like, you're not a regular kid. You need to devote all your time to your career. You want to take the music seriously. Bro, I was like, fuck you. Watch this. And I worked so hard to get into the high school I was at, then applying out and getting into college. And I managed to do all of it while doing the music thing. So why would I pass this opportunity up now? For what?
Facts. Again, I think that comes down to it comes down to what you're prioritizing and how you choose to balance your time and energy and efforts. And yeah, I mean, people like you look at a lot of successful people. Like look at Nick Cannon, for instance. Like the dude's got like 900 jobs, right? 100,000 fucking kids, right? Like we know this about Nick Cannon, but he still manages to do it all. Like whether he's doing it all at a high functioning level, I don't know, but we do know that he's managed to be very successful, continues to be very successful, and he's got a lot on his plate, and that he chooses to, spend his time having sex and dealing with baby mamas and kids and then also running all these multi-million-dollar businesses that he has. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's what he chooses to do. But, yeah, like, I think it's one of those things where it's like, if you wanted to sit there and you want to party and go to, do every last little thing as an artist, well, sure, you're probably going to have to make some sacrifices when it comes to the schooling part of things. But if you're choosing to make the balance between this is how much effort is going to be put to music, this is how much effort has to be put into school, and that's just what it's going to be, well, that's what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't mean that you can't be successful at both, because it's very possible. So yeah, I think that it's one of those things where I think he was just smart enough to see through the BS as far as like what they were saying, like, oh, you're hot right now, and blah blah. That's just them wanting to capitalize on the fact that this kid was hot, and they, he had a following, has built his own situation, and is very self-sufficient now as an artist. So yeah, but again, I think that was just him having the foresight and the common knowledge or common sense, I should say, to just be like, yo, that ain't it, bro. Like I just did it. I became who I am. I got hot while going to school, dog. I got hot while doing this. Like I got it. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to him for thinking that and
I can do both.
Going with it.
I've done it before, man. And
yeah, facts.
So here I am.
I respect this kid, man. I respect this kid. He a good little kid.
Not that much space. And I don't think anybody's done this before. Like college student turned mainstream rapper. But if any artist and their fan base could do it, it's us. And we're building an army. It's like a fucking Mabu militia.
And the reality is, too, it's not like he's the first artist that's like been an artist and went to college, bro, or finished school in some fashion. Like we've seen this from other artists, maybe not like right off the gate, like because they weren't that young, but there's other artists that have become successful artists and while still being an artist have went to business school, went back to college to get business degrees or, whatever. So it's not even, like I said, like the reality is I'm just glad and I respect the fact that this kid is smart enough to realize that like he could do it. So shout out to Mabu, man.
And contrary to popular belief, I don't address nothing, but I don't have a manager. I'm not signed to a label. And my father is not in the music business. In fact, my father didn't have the opportunity to go to college. And a lot of people aren't given an opportunity of a great education. He's a guy from Brooklyn who worked harder than anyone I know from the ground up to give me this opportunity that he never had. And honestly, I'm grateful. So,
Facts.
I don't want to grow up too fast.
Yeah, it's like,
certain things in life, if you miss them, there are no do-overs.
I was more or less curious why he was, like, what happened and why he wasn't.
No one should have to give up their education and school life for success.
This was it.
So I want to be the person that shows y'all you can do both education and music, if you're an artist, athlete, entrepreneur, you don't have to give up one to do the other. And society needs to get that out of their head. Because, believe it or not, the school shit is helpful, bro. Like, I've written songs in math class. It puts my brain in gear. I want to get a business degree. My career in the entertainment industry and education work hand in hand. So, I'm going to make hits in this dorm room. Albums on the fucking way. And this is a new chapter. So, I'm going to try to give you more of a window into my personal life because this is a journey we're going to be on together. So, my recent experience has...
The only thing that I hope doesn't happen, this is my one hope for this kid right here, is that he doesn't end up like one of those kids who only like this, like the height of what he actually seen right before he took his little hiatus for the summer. Like, I hope that's not like the height of his things. You know what I'm saying? Because that's happened before. I've seen artists take off, and then as soon as they start taking breaks and getting into these like weird little funks as far as like the consistency, because that's the thing, consistency is everything. I know all of it too well. Even me as a reactor, I don't even rap. Well, I mean, I do make music sometimes, but yeah, like I'm not consistent with it. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I won't be consistent with my YouTube channel. And I've seen some really dope artists and individuals that could have and should have go really far with music, not go as far as the potential that they had, you know. So yeah, I that's my one hope for this kid, is that he doesn't, you know, be like that. So
for my musical visions, like over the summer, I wrote a song and I shot a video about what I exactly just described to you, and I hope it helps all of you think about your life and living it on your own terms.
All right, we gotta go. We're gonna go do that now. We gotta go see what that's about.
Let's make history.
Let's do it. All right, now we gotta go see what that's about. Anyways, I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.